Last year, Emerson College was labeled Most Wired Small Liberal Arts College by Yahoo, America's leading internet browser. And it's no wonder why. I mean, with the vast campus network, student email accounts and web pages, unlimited internet access, and classes that are using more and more online services. Plus, you can't forget the online gaming network. But that's just the start of it. I mean, 60% of Emerson College students own their own computers. And if they don't, there are many media labs all over campus that offer different media applications. Plus, there are classes that specialize not just in computer technology, but specifically the internet. And learning doesn't just stop in the classroom. More and more student organizations are using digital technology in their life, and it's becoming more a part of everyday student dorm life. So what we're going to do today is look at the role of computers at Emerson College and how they affect and are integrated into a few students' lives.
Well, I use my computer every day. My mother and I, we email each other every day. In general, I use my computer for my finances, writing papers, doing email, occasionally surfing the internet for research. The most that I do on the internet is research stuff for papers, various things like that. I really don't use the internet for much. I get sometimes software from the internet.
I waste a lot of time on my computer by playing games. I usually just look around the web like everybody else, just looking for interesting facts or anything to keep me busy. I don't really have a lot of time to be playing around, but when I do, I usually play games. A computer in your room is extremely useful because you don't want to have to go outside, you don't want to have to run to Beacon Street to get in the labs. If it's in your room, then you can type up your own paper in no time. I mean, you can do everything at your own leisure. I think it's a tool necessary for college.
Based upon the number of interruptions from various students I have coming into my class during class sessions, I would say that they are increasing in importance and the student body is rapidly becoming more familiar with using computers. I teach web page creation, production, and a segment of the web production and management certificate course. I teach HTML, web programming. I use the internet in the classroom because it's the easiest way to quickly disseminate information. Assignments, the syllabus, exams, anything. I mean, it's much easier and cheaper for me than making hard copies. I believe it's growing, the internet. I believe that they're implementing it more and more. I mean, in the 6 months that I've been teaching for Emerson, I've seen its uses triple, I know I use it, the students have more internet access, they're encouraged to create home pages, and I use it for disseminating information, not only keeping students apprised of what's going on in the classroom, outside of the classroom, when we're not meeting, but for an online resource when we're in the classroom, for class notes or for examples, HTML examples of the things that we're going to talk about in class that day.
The internet is quickly becoming a part of everyday life. Not only is it used in the classrooms now, but people can connect to the internet from their dorms via the Ethernet connection. Separate from the phone lines, Ethernet can be used to register for classes or just surf the net, all from the privacy of your room.
The Ethernet connection is a constant connection to the internet. You don't need to use a modem to connect to the internet. You're always connected with this Ethernet.
They're so fast. I went home and used a modem once, and I almost killed myself. Just stuck a pin right into my temple. It was awful. But I definitely think that that's a plus of being in the dorms.
Basically, it's called a T1 connection, and it's about 10K per second, and you get extremely fast download time. I use it mostly for games because you need a fast connection. Games require a connection closest to the next computer. They go by ping time, and the closer ping you have, the faster your game will be.
Hey, but we're in college. I mean, do you really think all we do is play games? One of our organizations, the National Broadcast Society, uses Emerson's Ethernet to connect their studio to homes all over the world, or just across campus. Dude, what's that all about? I wasn't even playing, I was talking.
Stick it.
My name is Ben Rawling. I'm a producer of Musicians Wanted. It's a show that National Broadcasting Society produces. We started webcasting Musicians Wanted when we realized that we really didn't have another means to display the show on campus. We started doing that last year. We webcasted it after Emerson College bought a real video server, and that server will distribute it to up to 60 different connections simultaneously. It's actually kind of a pain in the butt to do it. We have to get a computer from academic computing. This year, we've been getting somebody with a computer and dropping in a video capture card provided to us from academic computing and connecting to Information Technology's real video server via the on-campus wired Ethernet. It's pretty straightforward. It basically takes a video feed, digitizes it, and sends it out compressed. People can connect to the site by hitting www.emerson.edu/nbs and clicking on a link that will open up the real player, the real video player, and play real video straight onto their computer. It's a nice way of being able to get our shows seen by our family and friends in other places that aren't in Boston and aren't able to make it to our studio audience. Or even kids on the Emerson campus that don't have another way of seeing the show.
Along with America's most wired college comes students who have more than a meager interest in computers. Here in the Little Building, Emerson's largest dorm, there's an entire floor dedicated to digital culture. Students here specialize in all forms of computers, new media, and participate in student-run activities.
The digital culture floor is basically just a floor that has a lot of, I guess, computer-related activities going on. The steering committee for the digital culture floor schedules the programs and activities for digital culture. We usually plan activities like watching movies, whatever, DVD movies, anything that has to do with computer editing, animation. We're going to the Computer Museum next week just to see the history of computers and how far they've come along. The people on this floor all enjoy the computers in some sort of way. Some like listening to music, some like playing games, and some just want to learn. I came on the floor because I've been dealing with computers all my life, and I figured that it'd be a great way to just stay with it, yet explore my other side, which is producing.
No matter what your concentration is at Emerson, be it TV, PR, or communication disorders, the computer is a necessary part of your education. Go into any of the labs staffed by students, and you'll find the most current technology used by professionals. Krista Olson, one of the lab managers at the Digital Production Lab, has found that computers are an almost necessary, even unavoidable part of excelling in the modern age today.
I would say the computer plays a major role in Emerson College, whether you're working with audio, whether you're working with video, whether you're working with new media, it definitely plays a major role. I mean, you have to learn all these various applications no matter what field it's in. If you're using audio, you're using Pro Tools. If you're using video, you're trying to learn the Media 100 system. If you're doing new media, you're using a combination of all of these programs. Doing a concentration in documentary video production and new media production, it doesn't necessarily mean that I can sort of combine those two fields into one, but when I first entered Emerson, I really wanted to pursue a career in documentary video production, but once I began taking new media classes, I really started to expand what I wanted to learn, and I started working with Photoshop, I started enjoying graphic design, started working a little bit with Director, started to enjoy CD-ROM production, and the more I thought about it, it seemed more suitable with my career goals. I started to like the field of new media, and I just figured this is a field that is constantly expanding. There's always jobs available. This might be something that I could consider doing. The computer kind of plays like a large role in my life at this time. I spend an average of like 30 to 40 hours a week working on the computer to get all my work done using these various applications. everything's current, up to date. We have the latest applications. We always have, you know, the best equipment. It's not like consumer equipment. We're dealing with professional equipment here. I mean, things that we're going to be working with in the real world, and that's actually why I decided to attend Emerson, because I figured it would definitely prepare me for what is waiting for me out there once I go to pursue a job.
So really, how important are computers in our lives? Is it worth it? Is it really that important? As we approach the 21st century, it seems that computers are becoming more and more imperative to everyday life. Is there a time where we're not going to be able to get through a day without using or touching a computer? And granted, as simple as that may make things, are people going to mind?
I used to be completely intimidated by computers, and it wasn't until I attended Emerson that I sort of built up more confidence about using computers and feeling comfortable enough to use them for 18 hours a day. I would say that, you know, if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't be spending that crazy amount of time sitting in front of a computer all day.
Basically, I think computers are going to be an important role in society because they're going to take up everything. They're going to have your life on one card, so it might as well get to learn them now because they're going to be your entire life in about 10 years.
In some cases, I think it's overhyped, but that's just because, you know, you look at the statistics, and the majority of the people in this country don't own computers and don't use the internet. But I'm a big fan.